What is up, nieces and nephews? Once again, it's your favorite uncle, Uncle Greg. And today we're going to talk about why resumes are dying. Let's start the show. Alright, I read an interesting article today on Mashable.com. Apparently there was this barber by the name of Clark Walker. I hope I got that right, Clark Walker. And he was able to get his dream job, not from a resume, not from a cover letter, not from a hookup, but from Instagram. That's right, Instagram. How random is that? Basically, the article talks about how the barbershop came to him. He didn't go to the barbershop. I think he applied to it once before, but it didn't work out. What had happened was he started putting pictures of his haircuts that he was doing on different people on Instagram and started to get quite a following because of his hairstyles that he was cutting. And a hipster barbershop in Brooklyn, I think it was, eventually caught on and offered him a job just from those pictures. A job that he probably wouldn't have gotten if he walked in with a resume of where he cut hair and all that stuff into that barbershop. What's the takeaway lessons from this? I want you all to get into the habit of getting takeaway lessons from the things that you read and the videos that you see or the information that you obtain. There's always a takeaway lesson. So what's the takeaway lesson from this one? I see this as being the future. I really do. Especially if you're in media or something like this. If you're an actor, you better have a banging YouTube series. You better have, tons and tons of footage on you. People aren't reading resumes anymore because it's not a good way to determine whether or not you'd be a good employee or a good fit for somewhere. Just imagine for a second if I were an applicant going in to a certain job and I had 50,000 followers from me talking about a certain field, whereas I became an expert in that field, as opposed to a guy who just had a bunch of credits, I guess, on a sheet of paper. Who do you think they're going to take? They're going to take me, because along with me comes my 50,000 followers and 50,000 eyes that are on their brand now. You understand what I'm saying? So I just think in the future, as we become more and more visual and more, everything is out on the table. Your body of work is going to be your resume as opposed to some facts on a boring sheet of paper. So like I said in the video before when I said start now, I need you to start your career now. If you're a filmmaker, I need you to start working on your film now. If you're a writer, I need you to start blogging like a mad person right now. Just imagine if you want a job for a publication and your blog is getting 100,000 views a month. That newspaper already knows that they're going to get those 100,000 eyes coming with you. So strategically, it would be obvious for them to take you on as an employee. So in the future, don't rely on resumes. Don't rely on cover letters. Rely on your body of work. Whatever you decide to go into, already have a backlog of work that people can refer to. Already build your following today so that people will know who you are before you even reach out to them. Like I said, ideally, if your work is that good and you have that much of a following, you won't have to worry about getting a job. The jobs will be calling you. This is Uncle Greg, and I look forward to talking to you again. And if anything made sense today, go out and take action. Get off of Facebook, get off of YouTube, get off the computer, and go make a difference in your own life. I'll talk to you soon.